Hello, hello everyone. Welcome to today's class. And in today's video, we are going to learn what is the spin-only formula. In the previous video, we learned the three important definitions. That is, what are the under the heading magnetic properties. In the previous video, learn the magnetic properties, and in the magnetic properties, we learn the three important terms. That is, what is the diamagnetism, what is the paramagnetism, and what is ferromagnetism. We know that when a magnetic field is applied on a substance and how the substance gets reacted, on the basis of this the paramagnetism, ferromagnetism, and diamagnetism is defined. So when a magnetic field is applied on a substance and when the substance are strongly attracted towards the applied magnetic field, then the substance is called as ferromagnetic and called as ferromagnetism. And when the substances are attracted towards the applied magnetic field, then it is called as paramagnetism. And when the substance repel the applied magnetic field, then it is called as diamagnetism. So now in today's video, we learn the next and further part, that is spin only formula. So and the spin only formula is related to the number of unpaired electrons. As we know that all the transition elements are placed in the d block of the modern periodic table, and the transition elements, maximum transition elements contain unpaired electrons in the d orbital. As the elements are placed in the d orbital, d block, so all the elements contain their valence electron in the d orbital, so they are placed in the d block. So now next and further part, listen. Each unpaired electrons means we know that the transition elements maximum contain unpaired electrons, and due to this unpaired electrons, they show the properties like ferromagnetism, diamagnetism, and paramagnetism. Each unpaired electrons, now listen, each unpaired electrons gives rise to a small magnetic moment or small magnetic field. Means the unpaired electrons are responsible for the production of magnetic field, and each unpaired electron gives rise to a small magnetic field, or that is magnetic moment, due to its spin angular momentum and orbital angular momentum. These two, spin angular momentum and orbital angular momentum, both are responsible for the production of magnetic field. But in case of the first row transition element, means 3D series elements. First row transition series elements means the elements present in the 3D series, and the contribution from the orbital angular momentum is quenched and hence can be neglected. The orbital contribution from orbital angular momentum is neglected, and the spin only formula for magnetic moment is, and means there is only contribution of the spin angular momentum, and hence a magnetic moment can be determined, or magnetic moment can be determined from the spin only formula. So now what is the spin only formula? As the unpaired electrons gives rise to small magnetic field due to spin angular momentum in case of the 3D series transition elements, and hence the formula is called as the spin only formula for the magnetic moment. And from this formula we can easily determine the magnetic moment. This is the formula, and the formula is called as spin only formula. Very important formula. There may be questions asked in the exams on the basis of this formula. Mu is the symbol. This is the symbol for mu, indicates the magnetic moment. Mu is equal to under root of n into n plus 2 bm. Bm stands for the Bohr's magneton, that is unit of the magnetic moment, and n stands for the number of unpaired electrons. This is the formula, and the formula is called as spin only formula. Mu is equal to under root of n into n plus 2 bm. Bm stands for the Bohr's magneton. Now next part, this is the spin only formula, where n is the number of unpaired electrons. This is the explanation of the formula. N stands for the number of unpaired electrons, and mu is the magnetic moment expressed in the Bohr's magneton. Bm stands for the Bohr's magneton. A single unpaired electron has magnetic moment of mu is equal to 1.73 bm. Now listen, example is given here. A single unpaired electron means when we put n is equal to 1, means when only one unpaired electron is present, then the calculation, or when we calculate it, the magnetic moment is found to be 1.73 bm. Bm stands for the Bohr's magneton. When one unpaired electron is present, means when we put n is equal to 1 in this formula, then magnetic moment obtained is 1.73 bm. Now next part, from the magnetic moment mu, measurement of the metal complexes of the first row transition element, the number of unpaired electrons can be calculated. Means when we experimentally find out the magnetic moment, and when we know the magnetic moment of the metal complex, then we can easily determine the number of unpaired electrons with the help of the spin only formula. Means from the spin only formula we can easily determine the magnetic moment and also the number of unpaired electrons. When we know the magnetic moment, then easily number of unpaired electrons can be calculated. As the magnetic moment is directly related to the number of unpaired electrons, when we observe the formula, we clearly understand that there is a direct proportion. So when the magnetic moment, as the magnetic moment is directly related to the number of unpaired electrons, the value of mu will vary directly with the number of unpaired electrons, as there is direct proportion. So as the magnetic moment increases, number of unpaired electrons also increases. Now listen the question from the textbook, that is, try this. What will be the magnetic moment of the transition metal having 3 unpaired electrons? As we know that, we know the spin only formula, then we also know when the one unpaired electron is present, then magnetic moment is 1.73 bm. We already study. So the question is, what will be the magnetic moment of the transition metal having 3 unpaired electrons? Means when any transition means when the transition metal having 3 unpaired electrons, then what will be its magnetic moment? And 3 options are given. Option A is equal to 1.73 bm, then say B number option less than 1.73 bm, or third option more than 1.73 bm. But we already know that when there is a direct proportion between magnetic moment and the number of unpaired electrons, so and we know that when one unpaired electron is present, then its magnetic moment is 1.73 bm. So when as the number of unpaired electrons increases, its magnetic moment also increases. So option number 3 is correct. Third number option is correct. So now listen, next part, magnetic moment are determined experimentally. We can find out the magnetic moment experimentally in solution or in solid state where the central metal is hydrated or bound to ligands. Central metal hydrated means H2O molecules are present along with the central metal and bound to the ligands. A slight difference in the So magnetic moment are determined experimentally. We can also determine the magnetic moment experimentally in solution or in solid state where the central metal is hydrated. Hydrated means water molecules are present along with the central metal ion or atom, or bound to the ligands. As we know that central metal is surrounded by the ligands in a metal complexes. A slight difference in the calculated and observed value of the magnetic moment thus can be noticed. Means when we calculate the magnetic moment experimentally and calculated and observed value, means when magnetic moment are calculated experimentally and observed values of the magnetic moment, there is a slight difference between the observed value and the experimental value or calculated value. So now next question, use your brain power. Here we have to use our brain power, and the question is, the metal ion from the first transition series has 2 unpaired electrons. Calculate the magnetic moment. We know the spin only formula. We also know when one unpaired electron is present, then its magnetic moment is 1.73 bm. And when two unpaired electrons are present, in this question we know that the metal atom and or the given is the metal ion from the first transition series has a two unpaired electrons. Calculate the magnetic moment. We know that means we know the value of n, and n is equal to 2, that is two unpaired electrons, and we have to calculate the magnetic moment. So how we can calculate it? When for this we have to know the spin only formula, and the spin only formula is mu is equal to under root of n into n plus 2 bm. So now listen, the answer is a metal ion having two unpaired electrons are Ti. Ti is the symbol for titanium having atomic number 22. Its electronic configuration is Ar3d2 means as d orbital contain two electrons, and when we observe the arrangement of these two electrons, we know that the d orbital contain two unpaired electrons. So n is equal to 2. And also nickel Ni28, that is a symbol for the nickel. Nickel also contain when its electronic configuration is Ar3d8 means also 3d8 means d orbital contain 8 electrons, and when we observe the arrangement of this 8 electron, 1 2 3 4 5 blocks are present, and we know observe that the two unpaired electrons are given here. Listen here, two unpaired electrons are given. So n is equal to 2, and when we put this n is equal to 2 in this spin only formula, mu is equal to under root of 2 into 2 plus 2, mu is equal to under root 8, and when we find out the value of under root 8, it is found to be 2.84 bm. So mu is equal to 2.84 bm means when a metal ion having two unpaired electrons, its magnetic moment is mu is equal to 2.84 bm. So this is the final answer. So in this way today we learn the spin only formula, and by this spin only formula we can easily determine the magnetic moment of any transition metal atom or metal ion, and also we find out the magnetic moment, and also we find out the number of unpaired electrons by this spin only formula.